Merrily We Roll Along just rolled back to Broadway for the first time in 42 years, and it features a star-studded cast. Here's Charlie Cooper with a look.
Krystal, thank you so much for joining us.
Very happy to be here.
How was opening night? I have to know.
Opening night was amazing and beautiful, and it was really just a time for us to have a celebration to culminate this over a year that we've been sharing this time together. Like, we've been living with the show for so long. We've wanted to share it with the masses for a long time. We want to make Sondheim proud. So it was a night where we really got to finally truly celebrate.
Gussy is very fabulous.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit more about what drew you to her character.
Oh man, there's so many reasons that like Gussy and I connect. As soon as I read the script, I was just like, wow. This woman has been in 5 Broadway shows. She's like, feels like she's inches away from the top. You know, success isn't happening fast enough. All these different things that I'm just like, as an actor, you feel, you know? And then on top of it, I started thinking about all the incredible Black women of the 50s, 60s, and 70s who were trying to forge their path.
Yeah.
And I thought of Eartha Kitt and Dorothy Dandridge and Diane Carroll and Diana Ross. You know, these women who just like really, you know, beat the odds.
Yes.
And that level of grit and determination. And then also I was just like, you know, what's on the page is absolutely beautiful, and I want people to see how complex this character can be, and also how in-depth this character can be, because she goes through 20 years just as much as everybody else does. Like,
right.
We're all going through this 20 years of going from, you know, super hopeful to where we end up, which is not great, but but it's like the choices that we make along that route.
I really love the fact that you mentioned all of those legendary Black women, and you're the first Black woman to play Gussy. What an honor.
It is a huge honor, and it's always, when you're for the first of anything, it feels like a big responsibility, and you want to be as honest and open and vulnerable as possible, because you want to always show us, you know, how great we can be. So it feels like a lot, but at the same time, I always want to give this character, especially because it's so easy to be like, she's a diva, she's this, to give her that depth and that vulnerability that I think she deserves, which I think is easy for people to look at Black women and be like, well, you're so strong, you're so this, you're so that. And it's like, no, we're like very vulnerable, very human.
Yes.
And sometimes we have to put on these masks to survive and to, you know, to be able to function in this society.
There's always been this allure around Sondheim's work and his talent. Being in this particular show, how is that reflected, and how are you like seeing what the hype is all about in real time?
Oh gosh, I feel like there's always new nuggets of like little Easter eggs that are in the music. There is just so much to mention in Sondheim's music. There's so many layers, and something can seem so simple on the surface, and then you're just like, after you repeat it a couple of times, you're like, whoa, that is actually a way deeper meaning. To be able to come here, and this is my first Sondheim show, to be able to come here and kind of merge me, who I am, and with the allure and the magic of Sondheim is just like once in a lifetime.
Listen, we're at work.
Yes.
Literally.
We are here at the wonderful Hudson Theater.
Yes, here to see you shine. Break a leg.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, it's time to go to work and come visit us on Broadway.